Hello out there, SNUBBL here, to walk you through Professor Bulba's top 10.
No, stop that. We're taking over this one. Bubsy, your seismic toss.
Snorlax!
But he's not even a snore.
Snorlax!
Now then, I am the smart SNUBBL, and this...
Snorlax!
Bubsy, you're not even a Snorlax. This is Bubsy. He's a Granbull. And we have the privilege today to list off Professor Bulba's top 10 weirdest Pokemon species of Generation 3.
Let's remake it!
Let's get on with it.
Get on with what?
Blaziken starts off as the innocent Torchic, whose species is, well, chick.
Yay!
His next step in the Japanese species list makes him the chicken Pokemon when he evolves into Combuskin.
Oh!
Then suddenly, the metaphorical shit hits the metaphorical fan and he evolves into the Raging Flames Pokemon. Ooh, what do you think?
I bet he makes a great spicy chicken sandwich.
Bubsy, keep focus! Ludicolo is the carefree Pokemon in the English version, which makes them rather chilled, lethargic, and as the kids say, laid back. Right? Well, the Japanese species names calls them the optimistic Pokemon. Is this one of those ignorance is bliss type deal there, Bubsy?
What?
Exactly! Azurill is the Polka Dot Pokemon. Polka Dot? I guess if you look at how it's constructed, it really is just a bunch of dots. But still, when I hear polka dots, I kind of expect something more, I don't know, polka dot-ish.
Like the pajamas you wear to bed.
Shh! Bubsy! The less the audience knows about my undergarments, the better.
Regirock is the Rock Peak Pokemon, but his Japanese species name is the Rocky Mountain Pokemon.
Well, Bubsy, I'm quite impressed.
'Cause I'm so smart.
No! The fact that you got through the whole thing without stumbling your words.
I learned from Pokephonics. It works in for me.
Groundon is the continent Pokemon, which can be taken one of two ways. One, he is continent, meaning he's able to control his bladder. Or two, he's a giant landmass. Feel free to make a choice. I know I've made mine.
I chose the first one.
Of course you did. Rayquaza's species in the Japanese version is the Sky Pokemon, which makes sense in relation to Kyogre and Groudon. However, in the English version, they felt that wasn't good enough, and they made him into the Sky High Pokemon. Really? Damn you translators! Tell us, what is higher than the sky? Maybe the price of my rare collectibles is higher.
You mean your Gary Oak merchandise?
It will be valuable one day! Gen 2 had to focus on length, where it seems that Generation 3 had to focus on body parts. Gulpin is the stomach Pokemon. Galele is the face Pokemon. And hey, what's a face without eyes? Masquerain is the eyeball Pokemon.
And I'm the dog part Pokemon.
Never mind. Numel is the numb Pokemon. Its Japanese name for its species is the stolidity Pokemon, meaning not easily stirred or moved mentally, unemotional, impassive, etc., etc. And then, the polar opposite of that, we have the feeling Pokemon, Ralts. Maybe Numel just needs a big hug for the embracing Pokemon Gardevoir.
Forever alone, boss.
Speaking of feelings, Wynot is the bright Pokemon. This is definitely a case of ignorance is bliss. It must not realize what it will one day become.
What will it become?
Someone you will one day have great conversations with, I'm sure. Now for a set of odd evolutions. Clamperl, the Bivalve Pokemon, either becomes Huntail, the Deep Sea Pokemon, or Gorbis, the South Sea Pokemon.
So, one goes down to the sea.
And one goes down to the other sea.
I'm confused.
I agree. Well, that about sums up this generation. Sorry, no, this video does not confirm Gen 3 Remake. Or does it?
It doesn't really.
Well, if you missed the first two generation videos, then please, I implore you to have a look through the YouTube channel for them. This has been the Smart SNUBBL
and Bubsy
saying good night.